Today is June 25th, 2021. This is episode 153 of Maelstrom Radio. Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Gladys and Shitter. Welcome, everybody, to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Peter. With me, as always, is my good friend and co-host, Quentin. How are you, friend?
I'm not doing too bad. Oh, there you go. You're back. I'm not doing too bad. How are you doing?
Okay. It's been a week.
It has definitely been a week.
It's been a week.
It's a way to put it.
That's the nicest way to put it. The nicest way. Thanks, YouTube comments. Yeah. Anyway, we have a guest.
We do.
Hi.
Yes. Welcome to the show, Slothquueen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? As you said, it's been a week.
Oh,
I'm with you. I have my tea as well.
Oh, we all have tea.
I love your mug. That's yeah.
It has to fit. What does it say? It ain't easy being queen.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I don't have mug branding. I just have my nice little dumpster fires.
I also have a baby Yoda.
I have a bear. We're just showing stuff on our desk. I have a little bear that I love.
Oh, I can keep going. I have so many things.
I don't have a lot on my desk. It's all hiding behind me. That's
I have a tiny
safer.
I have a tiny hot dog.
I like the sloth.
Yeah. I have tiny hands that I can clap with.
I have a tiny jiggly skeleton who's jiggly.
Oh, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
I have
this is
a tiny Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Just got the little thing.
Yeah, I have
the little
mouth.
I have Psyduck.
I have a Naruto cat.
What else do I have over here? I have Diablo's skull.
I have Roadhog from Overwatch.
I have a tombstone from Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh my god. I have a giant candle.
I have stickers.
Hold on. I got
it's too bright.
I got like I got a 2-pound bucket of cheese balls.
I have little gone pens.
I have a dice that's from Gen Con, the 50. I don't know, Gen Con 50. Yeah, 50. Gen Con 50.
I have a thing that says "Keep smiling."
What else I got?
Aww. Susan, add that to the show title. Show us your smalls.
I have other
Susan's
stuff.
Just like very like Susan's enjoying this.
I have other stuff, but the problem is that it's reachable, but also not reachable because then I'd have to like drag myself a little off screen. It's too much for a show. Anyway, welcome to Maelstrom Radio.
The green screen is hiding.
I know. Okay, listen. I know there's
on purpose.
I know. No, listen. I'm aware. Oh, you know what? No, that's too sad. I don't want to.
What?
No, it's sad. I don't want to. It's fine. We're done. Hi, welcome to Maelstrom Radio. Yep. Hi. We let's.
One tangent later.
Oh boy,
I'm already crying.
This is great.
Oh man.
So what have we been up to this past week? Show and tell. So
that made the whole thing worth it.
Perfect.
That's the
all right, guys, I'm out.
That's it. That's all we're.
Yep, thanks. That was great. We're good. All right, show's done.
We can't top that now. So Quentin and I had another Guild Wars 2 stream this past Thursday. We did a little bit of Dragon Bash. We ran around a little bit. We
have questions for you later.
Yeah.
Mostly like mostly like we saw something and we're like, what is this? We don't know what this is. We need to ask tomorrow because we don't know what this is.
I will try my best.
I'm sure it's one of those things like, oh yeah, of course it's that thing.
Oh yeah.
How do you not be able to answer?
I hope I can answer.
I finished the Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC, Yuffie's DLC, which I loved. It was great.
You enjoyed that?
I'm so hyped for part 2. Whenever that's coming out, I'm there.
I've never played Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's so good.
I've played 3 of them now. That's it.
They're good. 7's a good one.
Everyone talks a lot about that. For a podcast that focuses on Final Fantasy 14, I have severely limited Final Fantasy experience.
You have 14 experience, though, which is the most important one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is really big right now. A lot of people are streaming it more.
There's a lot going on. They just launched another Twitch campaign this past week, which we'll get to in a bit.
Boy.
I'm getting Discord messages of people telling me to play out the other Final Fantasies right this immediate second. Anyways, there's been like a huge push between them, and they just launched another Twitch campaign, and like they have a great free trial, which everyone memes, and it's been pretty good. So like, yeah, they've done pretty well overall for themselves, and it kind of reflects on I guess everyone who wants to go and play it now.
Yeah.
Which I do want to get into later, because I feel like games like Guild Wars 2 do not get that same amount of love, even though they do deserve it as well.
They do, yeah.
It happens.
I also beat Chaos in the Final Fantasy Origin demo. So, part Neo, part Souls, part Chaos, I guess. If you saw the E3 thing, it's that guy's real. That's the guy just talked about yelling at Chaos that whole time. So I did that. Slothquueen checking in. Slothquueen's #1 fan. So
that's my boyfriend.
Sending some Guild Wars love.
He made it.
Welcome.
I also did Bozja, and I did the Battle of Castrum Lacus Latore. And
those are Final Fantasy 14 words.
Those are Final Fantasy 14. There's a lot of weird words in Final Fantasy 14, and that is just scratching the surface. I
haven't done either of them. I don't know anything about them other than I do not ever want to do them.
You'd like it. I don't think you'd like Eureka. I think you would like this.
I hated Eureka. That's why I won't go in there.
That's why I think you would like this, because it's not Eureka at all. Smartly so. I think they learned their lesson. Anyway, I did it. I ran through the Battle of Castrum, and it was a lot of fun. Very confusing for your first time in there, but it was very organized. Whoever, when we got in the group, was very organized, knew it was my first time, told me what to do. And you have to actually save prisoners, and we missed one prisoner, and they died. They killed them. Which fine. You still pass. You still go through the thing, but you don't get as much loot. So it's like, oh.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I was like, well, they're not going to be in the sequel, so...
On a slightly unrelated oh hey, Moogle Go Round, thank you for the raid.
Whoa, Moogle Go Round, thank you for the raid of 193 people. Thank you so much.
Julie. Oh my gosh.
So
as everyone loads in,
welcome. You missed. Really? I mean, do you want to show off what we had on our desk again? I have a bear.
Well, wait. We can let everyone load in for a bit.
Yeah.
Really quick tangent. I forgot my quick tangent already.
Oh no!
Chili came in and raided, and we're like, "Woo!"
Any hypers? Yeah. Usual Lex is trying to hype this raid. Hype this raid. Hype. Drop.
Hello and welcome to everyone who has recently come in and joined us through Chili's lovely raid. Just so that everyone's aware, we are a we are a podcast and streaming duo. We focus on Final Fantasy mostly, and a whole bunch of other MMOs. We are currently recording our podcast segment with our lovely guest Slothquueen, who is a Guild Wars 2 streamer. So we are adventuring outside of the Final Fantasy realm and chatting. And by chatting about Guild Wars 2, I mean that we haven't gotten to that part yet because we've been distracted by the really cool things that are on all of our desks. And that's about it.
We learned that once a week we do show and tell, and actually. We should do that now.
We need more show and tell. Honestly.
We just need to add show and tell as part of the thing now. Slothquueen, thank you for being for the first part of the first ever initial show and tell. So,
yay!
You did it. You kicked off show and tell. So going forward, we just have show and tell.
It better be me. It better be branded. It better be like Slothquueen's show and tell.
Slothquueen's show and tell.
Slothquueen show and tell. So. Yeah, so I did that. We lost a prisoner in Castrum, Lacus Latory. And again, it won't be an expansion, won't be in the sequel, so it's fine. It's good. So there's news. What did you do this week? Did you game this week, Quentin? I don't. We besides Guild Wars 2?
No, so Guild Wars 2, just to go over quickly, I have not played in a long time, so I was getting used to my character. Remember what my buttons did? Did not go well. I play a Mesmer or a Chronomancer, I think, now. Mm-hmm. So it took me a while to figure out what that did again. We ended up, I unlocked my mount. Mm-hmm. Haven't done my mount, so I got my mount. Mm-hmm. And then we killed the Fire Elemental because we wanted to do some sort of fancy boss so that the stream could actually see something cool going on. And we had no idea what to do because we don't know anything in this game.
It's okay.
It's been like 3 years, I think, since we've played, maybe 2. Anyways, I didn't really do anything other than our stream yesterday, though. The only other thing I did this week is I watched Luca.
Oh, okay. I watched part of that.
Yeah.
The Mermaid Boy.
How was that?
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Right.
I mean, there are many things. I'm sorry?
A lot of people cried watching it.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no. It's
not like it? Never mind. Shh. You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, no spoilers, but I mean, it hits like 18 different things that are like, this is something that I should watch. So it was definitely up there.
It's a Pixar movie, right?
It's a Pixar movie, yeah.
Oh,
Disney
okay.
Pixar.
Oh, I know. Okay. The next Pixar movie should just be called Fields Trip, and then
it's not as bad as like Up.
Okay. Well, that's
Up was intense.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as Up. So, but it is really, really cute. Definitely would recommend.
Was it with Up or was it? No, I think it was. Was it Inside Out? The one with the emotions? Maybe that one was one with the sad.
Inside Out is the emotional. Yeah.
That was also quite.
But I think that's the one they hit you with the volcano song, right? The sad like love volcano song in the beginning. I lava you. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Like they hit me with that right in the beginning, and I cried.
I don't know if that's Inside Out or.
I don't remember that, so I'm.
Some in chat.
It's not Inside Out, but I know the song you're talking about.
Yes, it was one of those shorts in front of like one of the movies, and I was like, "Why did they hit? They prepped you for the movie." I was like, "Why? Why?"
I don't remember what movie that is.
Oh man!
But I know it was definitely one of the shorts that they do.
Oh, hurt. Anyway,
that was a good one.
We have news.
Well, we'll find out later.
We have news.
But yeah, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, that's right.
I saw you were doing Overwatch last time you were streaming. But
I did. So I streamed on Tuesday with Guild Wars 2, and Thursday with Overwatch, and then I ended up switching to Apex. I work part-time at a store. What else did I do? Stuff. I'm pretty chill. Like I just work and stream. Like I have no life right now.
That's a lot of us going forward right now.
Every day is the same. I wake up, get ready, leave, come back, play games. Yeah.
Have tea.
Tea. Exactly. Tea or coffee. I'm always drinking tea or coffee.
Show off the desk things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show off the desk things. I did.
Just gonna bring that up throughout the show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be bringing up. Oh, this is Slothmore. Everyone, say hi.
Slothmore. I love that name.
I like Slothmore.
Hi, Slothmore.
Yes, he's how I thank followers. I like give them little slothy fist pumps. I like put him on. He's a wristband. Yeah, and I go, oh my gosh, thank you for the follow. Slothy fist bump. Pachow. And then I say, me and Slothmore appreciate it. Whatever, Anyway, my week, I also went to the gym a lot. All right. So I'm gonna get swole.
Susan's taking notes here. It's like, how can we get this? Yeah, Peter, do you want to?
Or Susan's writing down, get swole.
Get swole.
Yeah.
Become Slothquueen. It's okay.
Yes, this is your day every day, playing games, doing nothing. Kind of great. Yeah. Sometimes it gets really repetitive.
Yeah.
Never. Real quick, what's your question? What's your main in Overwatch?
Mercy.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't usually go for heals. I don't like healing, but I love Mercy so much.
Fair. Yeah. Quentin.
Do you hate me now?
No, I don't.
No, I'm a healer main. I'm a support main usually, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So. I mean, I just said I played a Mesmer.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I main Mercy. Sometimes I play Orisa, which is tank, I believe.
Orisa is
but only if I'm having like a trash day with Mercy.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I tried playing Mercy. I failed. I played Overwatch, I think, 3 times in total.
Mm-hmm.
I like Moira, though.
Moira's can be OP. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
She is a lot of fun.
What?
All right, so let's shotgun through these news things really quick. Final Fantasy 14 patch 5.57 dropped this past Tuesday, the 26th or 22nd.
Yep.
26th is tomorrow. It did update some things for raids. It made the Boja stuff a little bit easier. You get more tombstones. You get more, what are they called? I can't remember, but items that you need for your relic grind. So a lot of things more. You can get a lot of faster. You can gain, I think, 900 tombstones now each week instead of 450. So it makes it much easier to grind and catch up. Yeah, that's about all I know about that patch. I think there was some glam stuff that got dropped too.
There's always glam stuff that gets dropped.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Always.
Anyways, Final Fantasy 11 is getting in. Sorry, Final Fantasy 9. I can read Roman numerals.
Dude, 11 would be sick.
11 would also be interesting, but 9 is a pretty good one that I've heard because I know a lot of people like 9. It's getting an animated series. I can't talk. I'm going to start drinking tea.
All right. Final Fantasy 9 is getting an animated series. Is it going on Netflix? Do we know where it's happening? It's not in our notes. I apologize. Unless it's covering by my chat. It's on.
It is actually in our notes.
Oh,
so
boy.
you could do it, but it's not on Netflix.
Oh.
I don't remember where it was.
It's okay. I mean, I can just.
It doesn't say where it's actually going yet, I believe.
Boo.
But it wasn't Netflix that picked it up.
All right, not Netflix. All right, Square Enix has partnered with some Final Fantasy 14 content creators to offer a fun subscription rewards from Twitch Thursday, June 24th to Tuesday, August 24th. Well, that's all about that. Sunday, June 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern, Limit Break Radio is back. Good timing.
That's news.
Yeah, we switched our time slot, so good. So, Go show support to Limit Break Radio. They actually did cancel their return show for our 150th episode. So please go watch them. They're coming back. So go watch them.
They're like some of the original Final Fantasy 14 and 11, I believe, even podcasters. So that goes back probably 10, 15 years.
Wow.
And they stopped. What about 2 years ago? 3 years ago now.
Sounds right.
They had other opportunities to go and deal with, but now they're back. So that's pretty cool.
Ready?
This is in the. Oh yeah, okay, it's working now. Anyways,
got it.
Yes, I've had my tea.
Slothquueen, you ready?
Yes.
All right. So hey, how are you, Slothquueen? You stream on Twitch.
I do stream on Twitch.
That's dope. We're done here.
That's how that.
That was great.
Oh well. Slothquueen, can you please let the people know who you are and what you do here on Twitch?
Hello, I'm Slothquueen, or Phoenix. You can call me either of those. I'm obsessed with sloths. Clearly, everything in my room is sloth related. I stream Guild Wars 2 on Tuesdays and Overwatch or any other game on Thursdays. It's really been mainly Overwatch. I've started getting into Apex now. I guess you could say I'm like a variety streamer, but I'm more of like a casual player. I don't play to compete or complete. I play just to have fun and make memes.
Good way to do it.
Yeah, and I love to win though, so I get competitive, but in a goofy kind of way. I'm like, I'll win, I'll definitely win, and then I lose, and I'm like, well, I'm good thing I'm not competitive or playing in ranked at all.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm new to streaming. I've only been streaming since mid-December of last year. I started it as a hobby. I've been playing games since I was 11. I'm 20 now, maybe even earlier than that, maybe 9. I've been gaming for a very long time. I've been streaming, new to streaming, just so you guys don't think I'm a noob or anything. So yeah.
It's okay. People think we're
That's
noobs.
me.
It's fine. I've been doing
Well,
this.
That's true. I've been playing for a long time. Still a noob.
I'm 36.
Yeah, I act like I'm a new player when I'm not.
I mean,
that might work, honestly. No, that might work.
I can just say that I'm a new, even though I've been playing for years and years, and blame that when I really suck at stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm just like, sorry, I just got back on the game.
That's
the
truth.
I haven't played.
Yeah, I just got back. I took a long hiatus. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, even though I logged on yesterday, that was my hiatus, 24 hours.
I forgot how to play.
I've literally forgotten everything in my head.
I forgot what's my skill bar again?
I don't know how to do.
Someone explain? I don't know.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Yeah. No thoughts.
No thoughts.
All sloths, no skills. That's
no. All that's running in.
Chili says, guys, I think Flatus got hacked. Chili, what did you do?
What? I think Flatus got hacked.
I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know if this is real or Chili's joking.
We'll hold on to that thought for 1 second. So,
yeah. It was an unfinished thought, so now it's scary.
Now I'm confused.
I am very... Chili confuses me. We love Chili. Chili's like our #1 fan.
Yeah.
100%. We're very sad that we didn't get to see him last year, but yeah. So... Thank you, Chili. So... You've been gaming for a long time, and you just started streaming recently. What made you decide that you wanted to jump into Twitch?
So it's gonna sound kind of sad. I've always wanted to stream, but in December I lost my dog after 10 years, and I needed a distraction, and it kind of, in a sense, pushed me to do it more. I was kind of like, man, I'm really sad. What should I do? And I mentioned it to my boyfriend, and then I had a really crappy laptop at the time, and I attempted streaming, and it didn't work. And then my boyfriend bought me this really nice THX gaming laptop, and it started working again. And just from there, it kind of just kept going. And I was like, I'm actually going to keep up with this. This is actually really fun, because I love to talk to people, and I love to make new friends, and I love to share what I enjoy with other people. So being on Twitch kind of gives me that opportunity. And I mean, I post my stuff on YouTube, but it's not the same. It's not in time with people like chat or Discord, or anything like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a very different atmosphere from doing a recorded show and having it show up on YouTube, as opposed to actually being able to interact with everyone immediately. You get that feedback, you get that.
Yeah,
it's a lot more entertaining for you, as opposed to just talking to your computer. Which, if we weren't on a voice chat and we weren't typing back and all of these forth, it'd be really weird to just sit at your computer and talk to it for 6 hours.
Yeah, no thanks. I get so sad and bored.
Yeah,
fair. You okay?
Lost my train of thought again. I am out of tea. This is not a good sign.
Oh no.
That's where the water comes in.
Oh, I have water too.
Yeah, we're very good about staying hydrated here.
I always find, so you started gaming at 11. So I do have a question though.
Ish.
So what got you onto MMOs, or was Guild Wars your first one, or was it your?
So my dad, when I would visit my dad, he's really much very into video games, and he kind of introduced me to them as a really young age. So 9, maybe even earlier. I don't even remember when I started gaming. I would play My Little Big Planet and Nintendo and things like that. But when Guild Wars 1 came out, I can't remember if I used to play on my dad's account. I was like, let me make a character. Let me make a character. And he's like, no, no. But he eventually got me Guild Wars 1, the basic, game. And then I got really into it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. I love this game. And then he gave me the expansion, and then Nightfall. I think it's Nightfall. Oh,
that's
the
one
other,
of them, at least.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, and then the other one, and then Guild Wars 2 came out, and I was like, well, now I need the next one. I can't just stop now. So I got the basic game, and then I got the expansion, and then I got the next one. And it kind of just kept going. It just never stopped. So Guild Wars has been my comfort game for a long time. It's very easy to get lost in the story, in the PvP, PvE. You just get sucked into it, and I love that about MMOs or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tend to play, or I guess what do you play most often? I guess because you do swap between PvP, PvE, world versus world. Like all of them are really easy to jump into. It's not like some games where like PvP and PvE are very different games. Like it's a lot of you can basically it's a very low barrier to entry for all of these things. Like which do you tend to go towards?
I gravitate to PvE just because I know that the easiest. Like I know it the most. I could just like jump into it, and not feel confused. But I'm getting really into PvP right now because I have a warrior currently, and I'm trying to bump her up.
Right on.
I want her to be like my PvP character because she's like they can be like OP. So I really want
They're
her to
very
be like
fun.
just like smack them down and be like, I won, haha. So right now it's PvE, but I love map completion now that I have most of the mounts. It's so easy to do. I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna go over here. Gonna go over here. Um, but yeah, I would love to get into World versus World more, but getting the War Claw is so hard. Like when you don't have your War Claw and everyone else has the War Claw, like the mount that's in World vs. World, they're all on it. So you can't keep up with them. If you're just walking, like running, they're all the way ahead, already killing everyone. So you get like not even half the XP that they're getting because you can't keep up. So it gets really frustrating. But I really want to get into that because it's just like PvP, just in a completely different area.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I really like that with World vs. World. Like it felt like PvE, but with a little bit more. Like
yeah,
having to actually think around other players as opposed to some AI, which, let's face it, the AI in these games is not the smartest thing, so it's not terribly challenging to walk up to some creature in the middle of the world and kill it.
Yep.
But a player or an escort mission or a siege or whatever you're going to do in World vs. World, very different story. You have to think and plan, and there's a lot more people involved typically than 1v1 or even your traditional grouping and stuff, like even a dungeon.
Yeah.
So it's I think out of every game that I've played, Guild Wars 2 has the best PvP in World vs. World that I've seen. Like,
it's
hands
also
down.
it's not just you versus the people. It's also like you want to get the map. Like you're not just only killing people or defeating people. You're also collecting areas. So you want the whole map to be like blue or whatever team you're in, because then that gives you more points, etc., etc. I don't know a lot about it, but there's so much more to it. I agree.
It's not just you have to like kill people. Like you have to do your objectives. You can kill all the people you want, but if you don't do your objectives,
then what's the point?
Yep. Sorry, Peter.
I was gonna say in chat, producer Susan Sprinkle asked, "Do people have a lot of alts in Guild Wars 2 like people do in WoW?" That's a great question. I think so, because you would want to play different classes, or are you specifically like a one class person?
I know a lot of people have a lot of alts. I know some people have like 20 something characters, and I'm just like, what? How do you have so many? I think I have 7. Just because I want one of every class. Like that's why I have so many. Like I wanted to at least try everything once. But I mainly play like 3 characters out of all of them. I have a Soul Beast, which is a ranger. I have a Reaper Necromancer, and then my third top one is my warrior. That's not even level 80 yet. But yeah, I mean, it's very common for people to have tons of alts, because if like most people like really into raids, really into dungeons, really into PvP, or they have a character for each little thing, and then you want variety of each character. Like you want a Condi ranger, you want a DPS, I don't know, anything. So you
Fair.
Heck, I don't know.
I did like that I had access to my mount, like because we started new characters like 2 weeks ago, just to see how the early game was and remind ourselves what that was like. And I was like, oh, I have access to my mount. Didn't realize it was on my bar. I was like, oh, what's this button do? I was like, oh, I have my mount.
Yeah, it goes character wide. You don't have to earn it every single time. It's you get it once and then everyone has it.
I think do a few account mount.
I was gonna say, I think that's incredibly useful, especially if you have like the flying mounts and stuff, right? Because then you can just kind of like
I don't have
zip
the
around.
big one though. Yeah, I only have Griffin. People are like, "Oh, get Sky Skin." I'm like, that's so much grinding that I don't want to do right now. I can only go so far.
Is that something that you find a lot with the game? Like there is, like for people who are not aware of Guild Wars 2, it's a buy to play game. You buy the game and you can play it as long as you want. There's no subscription. So they have a little bit different incentive structures to get you to play more often. Whereas like a subscription base, they want you to play month to month, so they'll just release some content or whatnot. Guild Wars 2 doesn't really do that as often. They do like big, massive patches now and then, or big expansion drops like coming up soon. So do you find like they tend to do a lot more grinding type stuff?
Like players, yeah. It's there's also a thing like not just the mounts. It's like there's like achievements. Like say you finish the story and there's an expansion coming out soon-ish. I don't know the exact date, but it's gonna be really cool, and I'm really excited. Anyway,
it does look cool.
I'm hoping it's at least some better underwater content because no offense, A-net, but your underwater content is not that great.
Terrible.
Don't look at me. I'm sorry.
I agree. No,
it is so bad. Anyway,
it's not good.
Players can grind a lot of stuff because there's not just what we were talking about PvE, PvP, stuff like that. There's also like these achievements, and each achievement, like every time you get like a certain amount of points, like 5,000, it comes with like a skin, some gold, all these things. So you, not you as in you guys, but like the Guild Wars 2 community seems to want to grind a lot, so they can get like legendaries and crafting and achievements and all these things. But it's not how I play. So I don't really fit into that kind of group within the Guild Wars 2 community. I have a lot of people come into chat like, why don't you have sky skill yet? And I'm like, it only took me 3 days. And I'm like, I don't have 3 days to put down to this mountain. I'm sorry. Like, jeez.
Wait, how many?
Yeah, I hit.
Huh?
Wait, how many days?
They said they got a mountain in 3 days.
That's like straight through, like 3 whole, like 24 hours.
It only took them. I don't know. They just said it doesn't take that long. It only takes 3 days. Like it's nothing. And I was like, you have 3 days just to sit in front of your computer and grind the heck out of this game just to get this one mount that you'll use a few times.
Oh no.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
It doesn't sound fun to me.
That's not how we play either. No.
That's not how I game. So I was just like, I like my Griffin and my Roller Beetle, which I grinded for, but like in a completely different way. So people like can get mad, like not mad, but like, oh my god, I can't believe you don't have it, and I'm like,
yeah,
sorry.
Slothquueen says 3 days of playing like 8 hours each day, 8 or more hours each day. Like
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's still a lot. Yeah,
that's still a lot.
Yeah,
that's a job. That's
24 hours.
That's me at work. I don't have time.
I mean, if you want to sit and like pay me full wage to sit and grind there for 8 hours, sure, I'll do that 3 days in a row. But
I'll knock it out
hourly.
Yo, I'll do OT overtime.
I will do overtime. Yeah. Put the money in the bag.
Let's go.
Now we figured out how to sponsor and do Guild Wars 2 grinds.
Yeah. Now
viewers, pay me to play, please.
Please, if we hit sub goal, I'll do the dragon grind.
Yeah. Give me 200 followers and I'll do the sky skill grind.
Oh no.
You start. I was kidding.
Chad has heard this now.
Yeah, the problem is you start doing that, and then people are like, "Bet."
Yeah, and they're like, "Here we go."
Now is.
What
exactly?
So,
just like anime evil guy glasses, like they sheen and like, woo.
Yeah.
So like one of the things that I really liked about Guild Wars 2, and you kind of brought it up here as well, like there are a lot of different ways you can play this game. Like I know for myself, I have never done content with another player. I have never grouped. I have never done a fractal. I've never done a raid. I've done this entire thing solo pretty much the entire time I've played, with the exception of when I first started playing with a little bit of PvP in World versus World.
Yeah.
So like there's lots of different things that you can do. Like you said, there's achievements, there's the collections, there's a ton of hidden places all over the map. There are jumping puzzles, there are hidden puzzles, like there's all sorts of different things. What do you find most interesting? Like how do you enjoy playing?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh man, you got me there. How do I enjoy playing? Oh man.
Or what do you enjoy doing, rather, I guess? Like, when you log into the game and you just want to chill.
Oh, okay.
How do you spend your time?
Map completion or achievement hunting. I don't know. I really enjoy, like, because it creates that little list for you, and I'm very organized. So having a list, I'm like, okay, cool. I have this one to do. I have this one to do. I have this one to do. And that's just how I play, I guess.
This one to do.
I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta go do this achievement in this area, and then I gotta run over here and do this one.
Mhm.
I do not like crafting. I've tried it, and I don't get it. I don't see what the fun is about it. It's just grinding, more grinding, and I'm just like, I don't understand what's fun about grinding. I get like legendaries, and you want ascended armor and all these things, and I'm like, I'm fine with what I got though. Like I survive. I'm not gonna tell you
Mhm.
my death count, but I survive.
Yeah.
So it's okay. um, but yeah, achievement hunting is one of my favorite things to do. If I'm in the mood to get like rage, like not rage quit, but be like, oh my god, I'm so competitive right now. I'm gonna do
Mhm.
PvP, and then
Yes.
be like, smash and all these things. So yeah, I really
And
enjoy the
Warrior is very
story.
satisfying.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so
Yes.
true. They are very satisfying. Man, it's
It
making me
is.
want to hop on Guild Wars 2 now. Ah.
Very good. It's very easy to sell. Like you start talking about it, and then it's like, gotta go play now.
Yeah, I'm like,
We
man, what
haven't played in
achievements
like.
do I have on my list? I gotta finish them.
I get everyone in Slothquueen and Susan in chat are saying that they do not like jump puzzles, and I love jump puzzles,
Oh, I
and I
hate.
love exploring things. Like yesterday, we were going through, and since we were on higher level characters, we didn't know what we wanted to do, but I did want to take everyone through the that pirate jump puzzle
Mhm,
thing in Lion's Arch,
mhm.
because that is one of my favorite memories of the game. So we did that. Peter almost jumped off the wrong spot, but we managed to get through in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, jumping
Uh,
puzzles, I get so stressed. I can't. Unless I'm with like a guild or something or like a group being like, "Can someone just walk me through this just for the achievement? I have it on my list. I gotta go do it." Or I'll have someone like portal me with a mesmer, like, "Okay, here's the beginning. Oh,
hmm
and here's the end. There's the treasure chest. Welcome." And I'm like, "Thank you. That is all I needed. I do not care about the jumping or the running or figuring out what ledge is the right ledge or
Yeah.
hidden walls and no, not
Yeah.
for me. I'm just like, nope. I'll follow you though. Like, I'm not gonna figure it out.
And that's kind of what I asked too, because I like doing a lot of the map completion. I think I'm only at 65% right now.
Mhm.
But I like the map completion. I like being able to check off each zone by
Yep.
zone and see how it all goes and get the achievements. And
Yep.
I think I'm at just over 1,000 achievement points right now, which
Oh,
not
nice.
too high, but not terrible
I
for
only have
not having played.
I only have 5,000, I think, which is not high either. I've seen people with a lot more.
Yeah, 5,000 is pretty high for compared to Peter
Well,
has
compared to you.
300 for comparison.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, I feel pretty elite right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no offense,
it
no
is.
offense.
It's fun just like wandering through a zone and like you can level up that way. You just wander
Mhm.
around and like, hey, look, I found this cave. Oh, there's things in this cave. I should not go in this cave right now.
Yeah.
But
I feel very attacked right now.
No. No.
you should.
Oh no.
Slothmore apologizes. He
No.
apologizes. Only thing I wish Guild Wars 2 one of the only things I wish Guild Wars 2 had from Guild Wars 1 is in Guild Wars 1 you would know like a difference between like a boss by the
Mm-hmm.
color they were. Like they'd have like a shine to them, like a red
Mm-hmm.
tent or a silver tent, and you'd be like, "Oh, can I win this fight or am I gonna need to walk away like stealth mode?" Like I mean, Guild Wars 2 you have like veteran or you have world boss and stuff like that, but I kind of miss the distinct change. Like you read veteran and I'm like, it's only a veteran. But in Guild Wars 1 it's like, "Oh my god, a veteran? It's red. I'm gonna die. I got to run away.
Run.
Run. It's time to go." So I wish Guild Wars 2 kind of kept that idea, but
Yeah.
Just having a nice way to distinguish them a little bit more. Because,
yes.
yeah, like you see
Yeah.
a veteran and you're like, oh, this is just a slightly harder mob.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you die and
Let
you're
me
like,
punch it.
"Well, never again." Let me just waypoint back real fast and take another way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting in that way, but earlier we were talking about like how like, you mentioned that Final Fantasy was getting a lot of support recently. A lot of people are jumping in, and Guild Wars 2 really hasn't had a lot of that. Like they don't have a very strong marketing push. Sometimes they don't really not there's not a large community around it as compared to other MMOs like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy.
We don't compare to WoW at all.
No.
Right, it's a very small
or like
community, which
compared to WoW. Oh man.
But it is kind of confusing. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, we're really small.
It is kind of confusing because Guild Wars 2 is buy to play, right? Like, there's no ongoing subscription, so you buy the content and you get it. Mm-hmm. And even like they do have a cash shop, like pretty much every game does now.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things in the cash shop are fairly decent. Like, it's mostly cosmetic, and the few items that they do offer are incredibly useful sometimes. I like the salvage thing.
Or the world boss teleporter. You don't gotta figure out where the boss is. You just click teleport and boss, and then boom,
you
right at where the boss is. I love the thing. Yeah. It's,
so like, nope. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the gym store is really useful, but sometimes expensive. Like, you want these like really cool mount skins, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy $20 worth of gems just to get this mount skin. I'll just wait.
You gotta wait till it goes on sale.
Exactly.
Which does happen now and then. It's pretty good.
Yes. You gotta look out for. It's like Steam. You gotta look out for the sales.
And a lot of some of the stuff
is happening currently.
I'm not sure if a lot of it, but yeah, it's true. Some of the stuff that's in the gem shop as well also can be found in game, but through grinding, right? And
I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Can you get the gems through grinding as well, or
gems through grinding? No.
You cannot. Okay, it's the opposite.
You either get gold and transfer to gems, like buy gems with your gold, or buy gems with real money, and then you use the gems for the gem store.
Right. So you could in theory farm a lot of gold and convert it to gems if you wanted to, although that would be a very, very, very long, hard grind.
Yes. If you want your money's worth, anyway. Because that's another thing. Like, if people are constantly buying gems, the price of the gems will change. You gotta wait for it to, go down. Like, that doesn't change like a crazy amount, but sometimes it'll be like, how do I say? Like, it'll be cheap-ish one day, and like not as cheap the next day. It's not always like the exact same. If I'm remembering correctly,
it's
I haven't
like the
bought
stock market.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
To the moon.
It's not like a crazy difference or anything.
Gem hands, baby.
But I haven't bought gems in a while, just because I'm a college student. I need that money from my debt. Like, I don't have time to put $20 into this. I gotta pay my monthly $25 to Sally Mae.
Dear Sally Mae, I could have bought gems, but here you go.
Here you go. Thanks a lot.
Thanks
for nothing. Oh man, yeah.
You're affiliate though, right? On Twitch, you got affiliate status.
Yes.
So subscribe today.
Please, that helps me a lot. Pay off
my
debt.
Slothquueen needs gems.
That's right. I need gems.
To the moon.
I hear on good authority that if you subscribe, you get a sloth fist punch.
If you follow, you get a soft fist pump. If
follow.
you subscribe, you get a little applause with my tiny hands.
Wait, do you have like those little tiny? I need those in my life.
Did you not see those before?
I did. I did. It's just that I need some. Like, I've wanted some. I've been seeing videos of them. I feel like I could really be using those to the best of my ability here.
Let me just grab my tea.
Like I could. There's so many things I could do with tiny hands.
I got them as a gag Christmas present, and I've been using them ever since.
Yeah, you never looked back.
Useful.
I know. I'm just like, let me just grab my water bottle. Let me
real quick. Envision in your mind, Quentin. Payasa mask that you gave me. Tiny hands.
Yep.
Papaya.
You need more than two though. You need like a whole
a whole round of applause.
You gotta take it to
like this, but all of them.
Like all my fingies.
Oh, that'd be creepy.
Yeah, if you're gonna take it, you gotta go right out with it.
My jazz hands has jazz hands.
Oh my god, imagine.
My hand pyramid scheme is finally taken off.
Oh jeez. Anyway, yes, you sub and you get a little applause.
Nice.
Very little applause.
Yes.
Tiny applause.
I also do a head pat channel point redeem. I usually use my own hand, but I could totally use my tiny hand now that I'm thinking about it.
You can have it like as a slightly higher channel point value.
Yeah, if you want a small hand head pat, it's more. Because it's cuter. Thank you. I'm stealing that. Sorry.
There you go.
It's mine.
We got show and tell. You got tiny head pat. We're working together here.
Yep. Oh man.
Chili is gonna come check you out now too.
Oh, thank you.
Chili is
so
like
much.
the best person to come watch your stream. Honestly.
Thank you. Wait. If you're following me, wait a second. I'll give you a slothy pump.
Look at that.
But Chili's gonna have to go and do it live when you're streaming next Tuesday, I believe it is.
Yes.
And
all right.
So you can do it
for him.
Yeah.
Or them. Chili. Whatcha? Thank you so much for the support, homie.
Whatcha? Look at that.
that exclusive sloth content.
Look at that.
Yep. That's the
only place outside of your channel.
Yeah. No one else gets this. Exclusive.
So we did have a question come in from our lovely producer. She's actually really interested in the Guild Wars 2 community that you were kind of talking about earlier. And was wondering, like, what is the Guild Wars 2 community like? Like, is it very fragmented? Are they kind of different groups in there? Are there different like Discords or podcasts that are in the area? Or is it just kind of an amorphous blob?
There's definitely groups. It's like, are you a fractal kind of person? Are you a PvP? Are you, world versus world? Like, what is your kind of niche? There's kind of groups like that, but there's also the part of the people that's like the big blah. I feel like I'm part of the big blah. Like, if you in map chat, you're like, hey, I need help. I'll be like, I'll help you, but I'm not going to tell you I know everything because I don't. Like, I'll help you to my best ability, but there will be a time where I have no idea what we're doing. Sadly, right about now, I don't know why, but there's a lot more toxicity coming out of Guild Wars 2. It's kind of, it comes and goes. It's at the spike right now. A lot of people are taking like a hiatus from Guild Wars 2 because it's not so nice right now. I haven't had any bad
content.
Yeah, it's because the expansion's coming out and everyone's getting angry. I gotta get all these stuff done before I go.
Angry.
I haven't experienced anything bad. But I would say the Guild Wars 2 community is one of the least toxic MMO RPG, I guess, toxicity levels. Like, I know WoW is really bad and is really dark and really mean, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna go into there. It doesn't sound very nice. But I would say Guild Wars 2 is nice in the overall.
It's speaking from a 17-year-old WoW vet, like it's I think it's just like any other place. It's, you got to find your people. Like, there can be positives and negatives to it.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I agree. There's some big old meanies over there, and they don't deserve tiny applauses.
They do not deserve the head pats. They don't deserve. But yeah, any game you'll get the toxic people. You'll get the people that don't want to help. But I would like to think of Guild Wars 2 there's less of those and more of the, I'll help you with this jumping puzzle, or you want to try PvP for the first time? I'll run you through your skill set or whatever. It's just about finding them.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a lot of.
Do you find that you tend to find, like, if someone shouts out into the chat just like, hey, I need help with X, that a lot of people kind of jump in on that and are fairly friendly about it?
Yeah, I would say so, especially if it's in a high activity area. Like, if there's like a meta going on, like, okay, recently there was a big meta going on in Maguna area, like the big jungle on this side of the map. And I was like, hey, I really need these points of interest. How do I open this gate? And they're like, do the meta. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do the meta. How do I get is there another way? And they're like, no, come do the meta. So then I did like this hour-long meta event just to open these two gates. And I was like, I really had to do the meta like this whole time. And they're like, yes, but thank you for helping. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. I just didn't want to sit there for an hour, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I got amazing, good loot and stuff, but it's not what I wanted to do.
Right. You would rather just get it and go do something else.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, map area done. Next one, check off my list.
So Susan in chat wants to know what meta means versus, is it like world quest? Is it a fate? Like, so a world quest is an event in WoW.
Where all the other MMOs.
Yeah, like each MMO has like an event, like a world based event. So do you want?
The better question is like, what is a meta?
Yeah.
So a meta event is each area has their own event, and a meta event is like a big event that like the whole map wants to work towards, because it's like it takes over the whole thing, and it takes a long time to do. There's stages. You have to travel around the whole little area to do. You want a big party. You want to be following like if you ever see the little tags on the map, you want to be following them because they usually know what they're doing and they'll be guiding you through the chat. Yeah, Slothquueen said it. It's like timed events. What is it? Yeah.
Timed events that
He
are
said exactly what I
on the
said.
different maps.
He's exactly what I said. Thank you. But yeah, and you want to complete it in a certain time, and you want to get like a little treasure chest for completing it, and you want to get like the gold. There's like gold, silver, bronze. You want to get the gold. That means you completed everything in the time, and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Yeah. It sounds kind of similar to like I've seen the same sort of concept in a lot of other games. So
What?
Nope, I think Susan might have hit the wrong button there. So I fixed it. Anyways. So yeah, it's actually a really cool thing. Like, you don't want to spend an hour, of course, going and doing it, but the actual like events themselves are usually pretty cool. Of like, you get to do all of these sorts of things, and then suddenly like this big massive takeover happens, and everything suddenly goes off, and and if you were not part of that, you kind of look around all of a sudden and go, "The hell's going on?"
Yeah, and then you're like,
"What did I just walk into?"
Yeah, why are these things blocked off? I thought I could access them. It's like, well, now you got to complete this whole event if you want this area unlocked. It's like the whole map shuts down for this big timed event. Because then, as Slothquueen says, there's a boss at the end, and you want to fight, like, kill the boss. So, like, it'll block off all these areas until you complete stages and more stages, and then, and then you end the boss, and the whole map's open again, and you're like, oh, well, now the gate's open. Now I can go get my hero point. Thanks a lot, guys. Stuff like that.
Thanks for that hour.
Yeah. I did not mean to grind the whole map, but here I am.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. It's annoying, but yeah.
I got gold.
You learn.
You learn. You live and you learn.
You learn. So there was one thing that, as we're slowly getting close to our time here, there's one question that we had from last night. So last night we were wandering around in Metrical Province, I believe. We were doing the Fire Elemental. It's kind of it's like a smaller meta event because there's a few different things you have to do in order to eventually spawn it. Anyways, we were doing that. Right. So we were doing that just for fun because it was the closest one that was going to spawn during our stream time. And so we did that. And at some point, I think we were killing like some of the ads around it, waiting for stuff to happen. There was a bunch of people around, of course. And we heard this like really weird 8-bit music play.
Yes.
What did it sound?
Do you have any idea?
Like a Mega Man level.
It was like a happy little tune. It lasted for like a couple seconds.
It was all sorts of beeps and boops.
Okay, so there's an event. I'm not sure what it's called, but you can go there. It literally just happened recently, but it's like a video game within a video game kind of thing. Like you enter through like a portal, and it's like a whole
the
other
April Fool's stuff.
Kinda, yeah. There's a mount that's like a T-Rex that makes the stuff that has to do with that event. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. Ugh. But anyway, there's a mount. He's the Rex mount, and he's like blue, and he's got like a cowboy hat, and he's kind of like all digital. That event that gives you that mount, or you can buy that mount from, makes that little beep boop 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 noise.
That's cool. We did. We didn't notice that, but we just suddenly heard it all of a sudden and we stopped for a second.
We stopped. We could not figure out where it was coming from. We're like, what is that? Where is it coming from?
Awesome.
Why don't we have it?
I'm pretty sure it's the mount or it's the glider that you can also get from that kind of event thing. That's
some item from that.
Yeah, something from that digital video game within a video game kind of vibe. It kind of goes like beep boop beep boop beep because it's like all pixelated and it's constantly moving. I don't know what that event. I know what the event is. I don't know what the event's called though. Anyway, that's probably where it came.
It always happens, and like 5 minutes from now, you'll be like, "Oh, that's what it was."
I'll be in the Discord like, I remember the event now. But I know also people you can through the achievements you can also earn like new emotes and stuff. Like you can do like slash guitar or whatever. Some people can play music. That may have also been that. Yeah, I know a lot of there's like a music guild within Guild Wars 2. I don't know if you know the streamer Lara Nitti. She has a music guild within Guild Wars 2 that plays music and just in Guild Wars 2.
That's pretty awesome.
That too. I don't know.
There was someone I think playing a harp last night. Just hanging out and playing a harp around. But yeah, no, I actually had no idea that you could play instruments until we saw that last night, and it was really cool because Susan's mentioning in chat, we have a lot of friends that do that in Final Fantasy 14. We actually have one friend that has a whole like nonprofit group that does performances in video games,
plays essentially.
So sick.
So they do plays, music, all sorts of really cool stuff.
They've done Romeo and Juliet. It's really cool. Or they did a Midsummer Night's Dream.
They did a Midsummer Night's Dream. Yeah. They've done a couple Final Fantasy plays.
Yep.
There's the opera. Yeah, we can send you a link after the show. It's really neat to see.
That's so cool. What?
And actually, in a couple weeks from now, we are going to be talking with a theater troupe, I believe.
Yeah.
That actually like does dances into music and stuff in video games, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What?
So, yes, organizes in-game musical performances. They're really good.
That is so sick. What?
I've
never heard.
And it's also something I noticed yesterday when we were playing is that somebody was playing a harp. Are instruments of speaking because they're doing musical performances because you can't actually.
We were just talking about that. There's a whole like guild
Did you
around
just
this.
like space out?
There may have been a minute where I was so focused on that 8-bit dinosaur that I was.
Susan called you out on that in chat.
She really did, and I was like, she's right. And then you had that conversation. I was like dreaming about that 8-bit dinosaur. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I really was dreaming about you. I'm like, that's like Yoshi, but in an MMO.
Yes. Yes, he said Claire just playing the harp, and I said yes. You can get different kinds of like music emotes as achievements as you go farther in.
Got it.
It's okay.
It's cool.
I'll repeat it for you.
It's cool. Thanks.
You got a headband.
Sorry. Yay. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on that 8-bit dinosaur, and I was like, I wonder what it's like. He's got a little cowboy hat. And it's like, is it like the little like I had. In my head, I went on a little journey with that dinosaur. I don't even have it, and I already went on adventures with it.
Oh man, it's all
good. I had the same problem last night. I saw some like rainbow spell effects going over, and I had to dig and try to figure out what that was. I think it was a bow. I'm guessing it was a bow at the end. I googled something about it, found a bow, but
I know some gliders
lots of rainbow
has, like,
effects
after
everywhere.
Effects or
this is like spells, like attacking.
Oh. That is cool. I've never seen a rainbow bow.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was really excited. I'm like, what is this? Apparently there's a bow that kind of does that.
That is so
It's like a legendary bow.
I know, yeah, I was about to say legendaries have like effects on them. And then also what are some other things? There's another item, an armor item that can give you an effect like when you walk. You can do like different ones that you can get gives you like a different effect. I don't know what they're called though. Another thing I've forgotten, even though I should know this. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
that's how our show goes. Yep. You remember it in about 15 minutes after we're done.
Yeah. I know. I do know what I'm going to call the dinosaur though. Denver.
What?
The last dinosaur.
Denver.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an old cartoon.
Yeah.
All right, we'll trust you on this.
I had a bump in theme song. It was like Denver, the last dinosaur. He's my friend and all. Actually, I don't know about the last part because it said he's my friend and a whole lot more, and I always wondered about what that meant. But now, as an adult, I don't know if I want to know what that means.
I'm just gonna. Interesting.
I might be misquoting, but I also might be misquoting that song. I am old, so.
We'll find out after this. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no one's old. Not here.
That's
Gem
right.
Store's always coming out with some fresh threads. Yes, it is. Constantly.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I have zero clue.
I don't know.
Well, I have zero clue what Peter's talking about. How? It might have been
just a fever dream you had.
Yeah,
it's real. It's real.
It's real.
It's serious. It's real. I'm not having I
stroke?
don't smell toast.
I don't. Is your toast burning? Are you sure?
Yes. Wait. Yes.
No. You don't want to say no. What?
Wait. No.
I just said, is your toast burning? And you said yes.
Yeah.
So you are having a stroke.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, let's.
Maybe we should just.
Why don't we just end
make
it?
sure he's okay first. This is it, guys. It was nice.
Hey, bye.
Well,
my mouth hurts from laughing.
Well, we end. Well, Chili redeemed a raid. So
Chili did redeem. So after we're done, we will raid.
So we're gonna play our outro, and then we'll raid.
Well,
oh wow, we're actually ending. I was just kidding.
No.
Perfect timing.
Peter was jumping ahead here, but before we have all of this, I did look up a couple of things while on the show.
Go ahead.
Guild Wars 2 is coming out with a third expansion.
Yep.
There is no date, but it's coming this year, and the next announcement is supposed to be the end of July. So they're doing a stream to kind of show off like new stuff that they're going to do and beta and stuff like that. July 27th. So one more month, and then we get more info. Hopefully, possibly release date. It says beta,
underwater
so like
content.
Underwater content. So good underwater content.
Good underwater.
Yes. Okay.
We don't need more bad underwater content.
No,
like
better
just
underwater.
No more water temple.
Fix the underwater content.
Get the underwater content. Make it happen.
Give me my trident.
Yes.
So yeah, there is that. So looking forward to that, and we definitely have that coming on. But as we're kind of wrapping up here, I did want to say thank you very much for coming and chatting with us tonight. Mm-hmm. It was an absolute pleasure to have you, and
yes.
and Slothmore.
Yep.
And Tiny Hands.
Tiny Hands.
And the tiny hands.
Thank you.
But yeah, do you want to go and like shout out to all the people so that all the people who are listening to this later can find you?
Oh. Hey guys, it's Slothquueen. I stream on Twitch at Slothquueen, no spaces, but there's 2 U's and 2 E's. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. with some variety of games, mainly Guild Wars 2. I try to have a comfy, cozy stream, so I hope you guys can stop by. I also have all the other socials, but you will find that on my channel. I'm not going to plug every single one that I have because that is way too many.
Susan's got your links in our Twitch chat, so
yeah, exactly.
Check out the link tree.
Oh, there you go. I forgot I had that.
And there will be all of these links will also be in the podcast show notes, so you'll just be able to look into our description and you'll be able to find everywhere.
Oh yes, I also do dad jokes. I also have tiny hands. If you didn't hear,
yeah,
I have you get a salty fist pump. You get some head pats. You get to also choose what hero I play if you want to see me, be bad and make memes. A lot of people like to make me play heroes I don't play on Overwatch and see how bad I play. So come on by.
Sweet.
Watch me play Genji or something.
I also
I
would like to point out that one of our channel points is unfunny side duck jokes, so we have something kind of adjacent. So
yes, I love the dad jokes. So does Sloth King. He loves them.
Ours are bad dad jokes, but all Pokemon related. So.
That is so good. That is so good.
They're terrible.
I should have a theme of mine, not just dad jokes. Oh man.
Not just that's your first. That's your first book, Slothquueen. Not just dad jokes.
With sloths.
We have sloths. Yeah, with sloths.
Sloths.
Yeah, with sloths.
The thank you note. Thank you to Slothmore and Maelstrom Radio for the idea. Page 1.
Page 1.
We get dedication.
Hi, it's me, Dad.
We're famous now.
Chapter 1. Hi, it's me, Dad.
Oh man, Pokey Dad jokes. I love it.
Perfect.
Well then, follow Maelstrom Radio.
Yeah, follow Maelstrom Radio.
Ah.
It's easy peasy. It's free. Yeah, it's free. It doesn't cost anything.
It's free. Yeah. It's right there. It's a purple button.
Yeah, it's gotta hit it. Click it. Everybody, click it.
Yeah.
No, we're not leaving. No, I'm just kidding. We're
not leaving the stream until we follow.
Everybody follow.
Before Peter decides to hold us hostage there.
I'm not going to do that. I promise I will not.
While you figure out all your buttons and stuff we have to press to finish this up here.
It's only one.
Just so that as everyone's familiar, we did switch our recording days. We are now recording Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, or 2 a.m. British summertime. Thank you, Chili. We're going to be back next Thursday with a new game stream. We're going to be streaming Terraria. So we did that a few months ago. We're going to go back in. I don't remember anything. It should be really, really funny. I'm going to die. Again, also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, or 2 a.m. British summertime.
That's expected.
Peter's also still trying to get our YouTube subscribers up. We're at 71 last I counted. And nice. There are promises of dog pictures when we get to 100.
Yeah.
So if you would like to see more pictures of Poe, the dog, help out. Poe is really so cute.
Easy peasy.
He is old and slow. Theirs. Peter's.
Aww.
I do not have any animals at the moment, but yes.
Soon.
Get some Poe pictures.
Yeah,
and
great.
finally, we have. Are we announcing our new guest this week? Susan put it in our thing, so I guess. I mean, I guess it is next week, so that makes a lot of sense. Next week, Friday, July 2nd, we are having Escalia on. Callie's going to be on to join us from. I previously Checkpoint XP and now currently Limit Break Radio. Previously Limit Break Radio as well. But yeah, she's really awesome. So if you're not familiar with her, go give her a follow. She's getting back into Twitch as well now. And we'll be chatting with her next week.
All right. Well, as always, thank you, Quentin. Thank you, Slothquueen, for being here this week.
Aww.
Also, thank you. Thank you to our producer, Susan Sprinkle. As always, till cease walls all. Keep listening.
Maelstrom Radio is brought to you by maelstromradio.com and Blackfire Media. Produced by Flatus, Shintir, and Susan Sprinkle. Join us live Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/maelstromradio. Send email to show@maelstromradio.com, tweet us at maelstrom_radio, or join our Discord at maelstromradio.com/discord. Views and opinions expressed by our hosts and guests do not reflect the views and opinions of any companies discussed on today's show.